Hi friends. I just learned today that my Spirit Allies deck, on the inside of this, it says ask and you shall receive, and you are always guided. Never noticed that before. Had this for like 2-3 years. So the universe is definitely encouraging people to start blatantly asking for what it is you actually desire. Because ultimately they're guiding you there anyways. These nudges, it's not just you and your brain, it's alignment. It's your guides trying to force you into alignment. And so now they just want you to ask for it, whatever it is. You can ask. Okay? You can, I don't care how ridiculous it is. 4-4. You're protected. I don't care how ridiculous it is, because it's probably not that ridiculous. It's probably what you're going to get, maybe even more. You're probably going to get more than what you ask, because you're probably still too humble. But ask and you shall receive. If you've been doing the work, and if you've been in alignment, and if you're a good person, ask and you shall receive. Why would God, Spirit, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in, not give you what you want when you've been working so hard for it? And I don't mean blood, sweat, and tears working at your 9-to-5. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being in alignment with your higher power. You're afraid? It says, I am brave. It's the dragon card in reverse. You are afraid to ask for what you want. Is it because you think you won't get it? Is it because in the past people haven't given you what you've asked for? This isn't that. Maybe you weren't ready back then, but you are now. Maybe you're just supposed to ask for something that you're going to get in the future, and just because you don't get it immediately doesn't mean it's not coming. But if you don't ask, how is the universe going to know you want it? How is the universe going to know you're ready for it? Don't be afraid of judgment. You know what work you've done. Ask. You're just not good in the receiving energy, the feminine energy, especially with the song When Will I Be Mine by Haley Orion. This is about women's rights. So you are just not feeling, you're not vibing with your feminine energy. And I don't mean your femininity, like your hair and your nails and makeup or like whatever, right? Like I'm not talking about the physical vessel of femininity. I am talking about the energy of receiving, the energy of resting, the energy of nurturing others, nurturing self, the energy of connecting. You're struggling to understand that that's your strength, and that's probably why you don't believe that you deserve what you deserve. How do we reconcile this, Spirit? Okay. We choose to heal. We choose to heal. We heal what's making us afraid. We remember that this isn't that these are new times, that you're a different version of yourself. You're a more well-versed version of yourself. We remember that the feminine energy is not the enemy. Even though that's kind of what society makes us believe, the feminine energy is not the enemy. Judgment. Santa checks his list twice. Santa checks his list twice, and if Santa's checking his list twice, and you know what you've done, and you know you're a good girl, good boy, whatever, you know you're on that good list, why can you not ask God for whatever it is that you want? Why can't you ask Santa for whatever it is that you want? Tap into that childlike energy. I don't know if you guys ever made lists for Santa, but my lists I made for Santa, they had to have been the most ridiculous lists on this entire earth. Tap into that childlike energy and ask for that pony. Ask for that unicorn. Don't let the 3D stop you from dreaming. Because here's the thing. What's the worst that's going to happen? You ask for it and you just don't get it? Or maybe you just don't get it yet? Okay. Why are you disappointed? It's not that big of a deal. Don't internalize that. Maybe they've got something better for you. Maybe they've got a better plan for you. Maybe you're not asking for enough, especially with this judgment card. Two of Candles. Truly, start thinking about what you want. Start thinking about what you want and where you want to go. Because I know they're sending you that way. Okay? If you are in alignment, you're a good person. I'm telling you, it's your time. It's your time. The towers are over. Heal the parts of you that believe silence is towers, or silence are tower moments. Heal the parts of you that are fearful that there's always going to be a tower, that there's always going to be another shoe that drops. Because here's the deal. Glory days is on. Here's the deal. We are in the glory days. But even if there is another shoe that drops, it's just another shoe that was bound to fall anyways. Shoes don't just drop for no reason. They're up in the air. They have to all come down eventually. You just got to let it all happen. It's all a blessing. It all gets us to where we need to go. If there's another shoe that drops, there's another shoe that drops. But stop fearing it, because it's going to happen anyways. But anyways, glory days. The glory days are here. This is not that. Blank Space by I Prevail is on again, and it was just on like 6, 7, 8 songs ago when I did another recording. These losses are just another blank space. Just let them be a blank space. It's not a big deal. Balance is here. Be confident. Be confident that balance is here. Be confident in the work that you've done for yourself and for others around you. You've got the the Queen of Candles and the Queen of Potions. Be confident that you have found a massive, in here, massive balance in your Queen of Wands and your Queen of Candles and Potions energy. I'm hearing you're so afraid to be confident in what it is that you have done, what it is that you have put out, who it is you have become. It's like you're being so humble. You're afraid that if you actually believe that you're that version of yourself, 517 might be something for somebody, but you're so afraid that if you actually show up as that version of yourself, that like people are gonna be like, nah, don't do that to yourself. You are that. You know who you are. You know what your intentions are. You know what you've done. You know what you've done to overcome things. You know. Quit focusing on the things that you're more shameful about. Start focusing on all of the things that you're proud of. Start focusing on all of the things that you are proud of. Now I'm hearing, what's this? What's this? Anytime any emotion that comes up, anytime you feel triggered, address it. Triggers are not your enemy. Triggers are the thing that are identifying the fact that you have a bruise here. And you just need to be a little more gentle until it heals. Or perhaps it's broken and we need to address it and we need to heal it. Okay? Triggers are not your enemy. You just have to learn to control them. You have to learn to not respond to them in the same way. Okay? King of Needles. Perhaps this King of Needles, yeah. This King of Needles is your bruise. But that's okay, because you're receiving justice because of the King of Needles. You are receiving justice because of this. I mean, if you think about Nightmare Before Christmas, he basically like makes Sally his slave. Keeps her kidnapped there. Keeps her kidnapped, you know what I mean, whatever. There's justice coming. Okay? There's justice coming. 6 of Candles at the bottom of the deck. There is so much justice coming, and this justice is that you are going to be celebrated. Wow. Your King of Needles in reverse watches you be celebrated. Watches his little pet project be celebrated, and he can't have access because he can't admit that he wants you back. He can't admit that you're actually the star, and that's why he wanted you for himself. He can't admit how special you are, and that's why he pulled you down. That's why he broke you down. The universe, well, not the universe, but the people that have wronged you in your past can't admit that you are actually the star, that you are amazing, that you are almost like Rudolph. They can't admit it, because if they admit it, then they have to admit that they're haters and that they're jealous and that they were operating from their own demons, pulling down somebody that was amazing just because they wanted to keep you within reach. Just to keep you within reach. They put every single one of those needles in your back. But you are about to be celebrated, and they're about to be exposed for every